While everyone else grabs their guns and exits the vehicle, he calmly reaches for eye drops. As they put on masks, he applies lip balm. Witnessing Star's composure, it's hard to imagine this is just a Flying Tiger Squad training exercise. Star then demonstrates a series of attack plans with his fingers. Despite Star's personal prowess in neutralizing all the criminals and successfully rescuing the hostages, his subordinates all end up getting shot. Just as Star is being reprimanded, the police commissioner summons him. It turns out that some time ago, during a student visit to the police station, the police commissioner's backup gun was stolen. Not wanting to draw attention, the retiring police commissioner decides to send Star undercover at the school to retrieve the weapon. Although Star strongly resists at first, he reluctantly accepts the mission. Upon arriving at the school, Star feels like he's in prison. With no interest in studying, Star not only gets chalk thrown at him by the teacher but also has to face a chemistry teacher with poor memory. Star finally reaches his breaking point. He wants to escape from the school but another undercover officer, Uncle Tat, stops him. In the midst of Star's struggle, he becomes deeply captivated by Miss Ho, who cares for him. With Miss Ho's support, Star decides to stay at the school. Back in the classroom, he encounters a classmate being bullied, and Star gets into a conflict with the bullies. Finally, as school lets out, Star suspects that the bullies might be involved in a stolen gun case and instructs Uncle Tat to keep an eye on them. Sure enough, the bullies immediately seek out the leader of the gang and present the stolen gun to him, asking if it's usable. The leader is shocked when he realizes it's a police gun. Meanwhile, Star stays temporarily at Uncle Tat's house, where he notices Uncle Tat has a stack of memorial tablets. Star is curious as to why Uncle Tat has tablets for 9 deceased partners but 10 tablets in total. Upon asking, he's nearly taken aback when he learns that the extra tablet is prepared in advance for him. After Uncle Tat finishes explaining, he hastily leaves. At a restaurant, he seeks information from another undercover officer, learning that the gang leader also has guns. Little did they know, this would be their last meeting. Shortly after Uncle Tat departs, the gang leader captures the undercover officer. On the other side, Star is repeatedly punished by the teacher for not turning in his homework. While the bullies taunt him, losing his temper, Star kicks one of the bullies aside, which is witnessed by the discipline master upstairs. Consequently, Star becomes the star of the week at school. Unable to enter the classroom, Star reluctantly does his homework at the police station with Uncle Tat. The police commissioner warns Star that if he doesn't shape up, he'll be disciplined. Star expresses disbelief. When they see a police officer approaching, they quickly pretend to be father and son and leave the police station. The next day, despite studying until 6 a.m., Star still can't finish his homework, so he decides to pay someone at school to do it for him. In no time, his homework is completed by someone else. Star mocks his desk mate while swearing never to be punished again with chalk or standing. However, as soon as he finishes speaking, the teacher announces a surprise test, with failing students to be punished by standing for a week. Facing the surprise test, Star calls Uncle Tat for help, who then calls the police commissioner. Eventually, all the senior officers in the police station join forces to help Star find the answers. Halfway through, Uncle Tat is called away to unblock a women's restroom. Left with no choice, Star tries to cheat using a book, but he grabs the wrong one and gets caught by the teacher. After being scolded by the teachers, the discipline master demands to see his parents. It turns out that Uncle Tat has been listed as Star's father in the records. When Uncle Tat arrives, both of them can't help but burst into laughter. To quickly resolve the situation, Uncle Tat has no choice but to give Star a beating to express his anger at his son cheating. The farce ends with Star's screams. Later, Miss Ho stops them and offers to help Star with home tutoring. Happy for a brief moment, Star is then challenged by the bullies to go to the rooftop for a confrontation. Once a commander in the Flying Tigers, Star easily defeats the bullies and becomes the new leader, earning popularity at school. With Miss Ho's guidance, Star not only improves his grades but also develops a subtle relationship with her. Meanwhile, Star discovers that his desk mate has been extorting protection money around the school, pretending to be under Star's authority. It turns out he has formed the Star Gang in Star's name. The gang leader assumes Star is encroaching on their territory and sends his men to confront him at the school gate. Just as the leader grabs Star's collar, Miss Ho's boyfriend arrives. He turns out to be a police officer, prompting the leader to leave discreetly. immediately. Miss Ho's boyfriend warns her to be cautious as Star seems to have formed a gang at school. That night she continues to tutor Star at his home. Star prepares flowers intending to confess his feelings to her, and Uncle Tat discreetly gives him condoms as a gift. As Uncle Tat heads downstairs, a group of people attempts to kidnap him. Seeing Star holding condoms disappoints Miss Ho and she leaves. Star tries to catch up to explain, but as soon as he reaches downstairs, he witnesses Uncle Tat being attacked. Without hesitation, Star intervenes and quickly drives them away. However, Miss Ho discovers Star's identity as a police officer and feels deceived. The next day, Miss Ho looks at him with cold eyes. Feeling dejected, Star comes up with a plan. He borrows Uncle Tat's pager, writes a confession message, and places it on her desk. However, Miss Ho confiscates Uncle Tat's pager. Afterward, the thugs led by the gang leader come to find Star again, this time armed with machetes. Fortunately, Star's associates prove loyal and come to his aid, driving the attackers away. Miss Ho's boyfriend also intervenes, taking Star to the restroom intending to interrogate him violently. Thankfully, Miss Ho and Uncle Tat arrive in time to rescue Star. Back home, seeing Star in such a sorry state, Uncle Tat can't bear it. He reveals his hidden gun to Star, admitting he knew its whereabouts all along but kept silent out of fear. Now, he's willing to fight alongside Star. Touched by this gesture, Star even gives him a kiss. That night they locate the truck where the guns are hidden. Initially planning to drive the truck away, a misunderstanding leaves Uncle Tat behind, captured. Under the gang leader's threat, Star is compelled to return, but he has soaked the vehicle in gasoline. As the thugs inspect the truck, he ignites the cargo compartment. Uncle Tat escapes with the money alongside Star. However, it's the school's anniversary celebration, and everyone is at the venue. Star tries to warn them to leave as he hides in the maze-like gaming arena. The gang leader and his men arrive, separating to hunt for Star. But the students quickly overpower the thugs and rush to rescue Star. He navigates through the maze to the exit, instructing Uncle Tat to call for backup while he returns to save the students. Unfortunately, the gang leader holds Miss Ho hostage, and Star runs out of bullets. Just then, Uncle Tat returned and threatened to burn the money, but surprisingly asked Star to borrow the lighter. Fortunately, the police commissioner arrived just in time. With a barrage of gunfire, he managed to subdue the assailants. However, when he moved to arrest the gang leader suddenly counterattacked and knocked down the police commissioner. In a critical moment, Star threw the police commissioner's gun. Then, with a swift move, he successfully apprehended the gang leader. The police commissioner credited all the success to Star, who was subsequently promoted. As Star left the school, Miss Ho, looking enchanting, stood at the gate waiting for him. This time, Star truly achieved success both in his career and love life.